Tell me your full name and your rank.
My name is Matthew McKinney, and I'm the major of District 1 for the city of St. Petersburg.
Okay, and when you say District 1, what area can you describe?
Okay, well, the city's divided actually into three geographical locations. Districts 1, 2, and 3. I have one, which is basically the south side of St. Petersburg, which is about from 5th Avenue south all the way down south to the water, from the interstate back east to the water.
Oh, okay.
So that's what you would call District 1.
Okay. So one of the major purposes of this event is to continue to develop relationships between the community and law enforcement. So can you elaborate on that?
Yes. We have, throughout the community, we've had a lot of issues where, we've had a lot of misunderstandings in terms of, what the police department does with the community. But, one thing we have to understand is that the police department works hand in hand. With all the other city departments and all of the other resources and entities out throughout the city. And we want to work together and develop those relationships within the community so that when we need to do something or the community needs to do something, we're there as a resource. And they don't look at the police department as an agency that's, in an adversarial position. This is all about customer service. Mm-hmm. It's all about working hand in hand with the community to improve the quality of life throughout the communities, make things safe. Of course, we're here to keep the peace, but we also want to look at community of life issues. And we want to attend to quality of life issues and make this a safer neighborhood, especially in the South St. Pete, but throughout the entire city. So it's something that's extremely important. And I think we're doing a great job. I mean, this was something that was put on by and organized by Miss Janice Ford, but it's definitely something that we want to have a hand in and have those relationships with the community. And it's definitely something that's working. And we are definitely pleased with the results that we're receiving, having these partnerships and these great relationships and the rapport within the communities.
Okay, now when you talk about partnerships and relationships, are there any programs where you're, touching the youth or having them speak to you, or
well, we have
open communication?
I mean, we are doing mentoring. We have a lot of various forums that we've had at the community college. The community college at St. Pete College, the All-State Center. We work hand in hand with Department of Juvenile Justice and a lot of other agencies that deal with the youth. So we're getting out and having these community forums and coming in, letting them see that we, as police officers, are we're people just like them. And it gives us a chance to just kind of get in and roll up our sleeves and have this dialogue with the youth in the city, with the other residents in the city, but especially, just dealing with the youth. Because one thing we have to do is start with the youth. The youth are our future, and that's where we need to start. And that's what we just kind of looked at in terms of just going back and dealing and making those contacts with the youth and trying to catch them, while they're young. They're impressionable, and it makes a world of difference in terms of really helping them and having them make right decisions also from the beginning, as opposed to having these records and building these criminal records. And at that point, it makes it very difficult for them to get employed, when they get these records, these felony records. We're dealing with also like second chance program. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's something that's extremely important, something that we've worked on extremely hard within the police department also. A second chance program gives the youth who commit, just minor crimes, give them that opportunity to kind of route themselves around the actual the criminal record and the criminal charges. That way, they get that second chance, and it's like they didn't even commit those crimes. And that's something extremely important, because a lot of times once they get started, and if we can catch them at that point, let them know that this is something